Hey everyone, it's Stella, as you can plainly see. I just wanted to do a very quick paranormal vlog because I've been promising everybody all the time that I'm going to do a paranormal vlog and another one, and it just hasn't happened. So this is going to be the one that I mentioned in another video that's going to be kind of like creepy coincidences and or just like, you know, stuff that ghosts were trying to warn us about that ended up happening. So the first thing is going to be one of my first memories of using the Ouija board. I don't remember if I said this in another video. If I did, I apologize. I really don't think I did though. But Bunny, love her. But anyway, so what happened was I was using my Ouija board, as I just said, and it kept spelling out the word zap, and me and my sister who were using it together were kind of like, what does that mean? And it just kept saying zap, 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 and we were just like, okay, zap, can you like elaborate, expand, whatever? And that's literally all it did. It just kept spelling that word, and then it started doing my initials, which are, well, my real name is Estelle. I go by Stella, but it went like E-C-H. I just had to think about my own initials. But yeah, so it kept spelling out zap and then going to that, which made me kind of nervous that it was either going to be, I was going to get electrocuted. I was worried that that was what was going to happen, because that's what seemed like they were trying to tell me. And so I just kept doing that, and when we were done talking, I was just left with like a really eerie, like dreadful feeling, and every time I went near any electronics, and if you know me, you probably know that I'm scared of electricity. I'm scared of going outside and lightning. I think lightning is very pretty, but I'm scared to be outside when it's happening. I'm scared of electrical wires. I'm scared of plug outlets and all that. And this is why. Because, you know, I just kept getting a really bad feeling every time I went near them. And then eventually, like, I can't just avoid electricity. It's like what the world is based on, practically. But, I went into my sister's room, and I went to turn the light on, and I got electrocuted, like, instantly. And it wasn't just like a small shock, you know, like static. It wasn't that kind of thing. It was like, if any of you have ever been electrocuted, then you'll probably know what I mean. It's just like I felt it surge throughout my entire arm, and it was very like painful, and it kind of felt like my insides were shaking. That's the best way that I can describe it. But I got electrocuted by her light switch, and this was like days after it kept saying zap. And I'm still scared of like electricity and all that, because I kind of have a feeling that's not what they were trying to warn me about. Like, I mean, I just feel like there was probably something bigger than that that they were trying to say. That's why I like refer to it more as like a coincidence, or maybe like an additional warning. Like they were warning me on the Ouija board, and then that happened just to set it in more, like, seriously, don't go near wires and stuff. But that was creepy, to say the least. And then another time, this isn't a Ouija board story, this is just, I said this before, I used to always go to sleep with music playing in my bedroom, because I couldn't fall asleep otherwise, because there's always all kinds of creepy noises, and they would distract me, or all I would do is think, and think, and think, and think, and that's not good for me, because then I get very sad. But, so I would always listen to music when I went to sleep at night, and the one night I was listening to The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance, not the song, like the whole album, and I remember it played through like the first couple songs, and then jumped to Cancer, and it kept playing Cancer over and over and over again. I would try to skip it, I would try to go back, I would try to like even take the CD out and put it back in, and it kept playing Cancer. And it was really freaking me out, and I said, can you please stop doing what you're doing, whoever or whatever you are, please stop doing this. And it stopped. It just like went on to the next song after it played Cancer again. And this was like the most unsettling one, because a couple weeks later my grandfather passed away from lung cancer. So I think that I wish that I had thought of that, because I feel like they were trying to warn me about that and just, you know, kind of tell me to spend more time with him, talk to him, because he's going to be gone soon. So that was really sad and scary at the same time. Another thing that happened was it kept, another time I used, this is another Ouija board one, it kept telling me, it kept spelling out the words sick and ER, like as in emergency room, and disease and stuff like that, and followed by yours truly's initials once again. And that was kind of freaking me out, and I tried to ask what it was about, and they spelled out the word stomach, and it was really like, okay, like, are you telling me I'm gonna get like stomach virus? I don't know, I didn't know what it meant. But then just like, it was a year after, so it was a really long time, but it was this past year, I was in the emergency room on 6 different occasions for, I was diagnosed with endometriosis and recurrent ovarian cyst disease. I was constantly in and out of the hospital because I was at risk for ovarian torsion, which when that happens, your ovary literally dies inside of you, and it can cause very serious complications. I was really sick. I was throwing up and like passing out a lot. I kept getting fevers, and yeah, I was in the hospital constantly, and eventually I had to get surgery for it, and now I'm on like very heavy medication to, sorry to be graphic, but stop my entire reproduction system. So basically it's like a chemical hysterectomy. So that was pretty crazy. So they were like trying to warn me that I was going to get really sick, and I did. So the next story, it's looking like I'm going to have to do that in a separate video. Sorry about that. I hate the rule that it has to be like 10 minutes. I know that even that's probably too long for these kind of videos, but I talk a lot, so I need it. I need the extra minutes. So I will be right back with my next story.